Hi everybody and welcome back to week 41 of the vlog. I am currently sat in the Derbyshire suite here in the second floor of the Clubhouse, and these Derbyshire suites, the meeting rooms, the Staffordshire suite and the Derbyshire suite, are being used very, very frequently by businesses, friends, parties, you name it. And coming up to the Christmas holidays, you can use them for starting at £20 per person. And also if you want to use it in the morning and go out and shoot, you can also do that. So if you're interested in using one of our facilities up here, then email myself, sam@eaton-hall.com, and I'll send you all the relevant details that you require. And I hope you all enjoyed the rifle range YouTube. That pop-up that we mentioned to take your details for your name, number, email address is now live on the website. So if you are interested in joining, then please head over to eaton-hall.com. Fill in your details and you'll be the first to know about all of our membership details for the full bore rifle range. As well as the Staffordshire and Derbyshire suite upstairs, we also have the Eaton suite, which we are stood in now. Some of you may have been in here for the breakfast buffet that we do over the weekends. However, this is also being set up at the moment for a function that we have in here on Monday. We can seat 200 people in here, which is a fantastic number of people for presentations, anything to do with business meetings, strategy meetings. We have a lot of those, as well as charity days. So if you have a party in mind, either this year or next year, again, this room is available. Get in touch on my email again, and yeah, we'll help you out, get you some quotes across, and hopefully get you booked in. Right, everybody, we are back down in our rifle range now, just for a very quick update. The lads have been very busy. As Sid explained, I think on the last one, we're waiting for our extraction system to be put in place. That's the big thing that we're missing. However, as you can see, TVs have been started to be put into situ. These will be linked to the cameras on the targets right at the far end, so you can fire and look up and see exactly where your bullet is. So yeah, very cool feature. There's a lot more happen, but you know, all the little finer details, the little intricacies that aren't worth showing you. But it is coming on leaps and bounds, and that is a very cool feature. Right, everybody, we're down on layout E. For a bit of a special occasion, we're testing something out here. Clive probably knows a bit more about it. Talk about it. Clive, what we got?
Right, we've got a new radio control plane that Pete has designed. So we're going to fly this
branded up, look.
Yeah, branded up. Yeah, so we're going to fly this on the skeet range. It's going to be one of our flushes. So there'll be clays coming towards you. Not on this occasion because we're just testing the plane. And then on the wings, you've got little explosives. So when a pellet hits it, it'll explode and go bang and big puff of smoke. So we'll see how it goes.
Did you back yourself, Sam?
Yeah. What is it, me against Sid?
Yeah.
I'm George.
George has got 32 gram 6.
Pete's designed and built this from scratch. He's going to tell you a little bit about it now.
Yeah, sure. So the model itself is made out of a disposable plastic. So it's all folded into making a nice aerofoil shape, and then all the important bits are laid out inside this module. So they should be the armoured bits that should take a bit of a hit. There's the battery, the servos, the speed controller and the motor all in one. And then we can just lift the whole thing straight off and stick it into a new model.
That's awesome.
Go on, keep coming.
Right, everyone, as you will all know as well, it is now the game season. We have a huge selection of game cartridges, including the Ely Zenith, which is a phenomenal cartridge. We sell loads and loads of them, and we have them in every size. Every size, that was a bit of a... Every size you could possibly ever want them to be in. So we've got 36 4s, 32 5s, 30 gram 5s, 34 gram 4s, and even more in the storage there. If you ask the desk, they'll get them out for you. We also have B&Ps in a lot of different game loads, as well as loads of other ones. So if you head down to the ground or call up in advance, we'll talk you through what we have and come and get stocked up. Very good rates, and of course lots and lots of other cartridges too. So if you're going game shooting, get down, get stocked up and we'll sort you out. Right, everybody, on last week's vlog, we were asked a lot of questions. We asked you to ask some questions about the rifle range. There was loads of them in the comments, so now sat with Sid. We're going to go through them all and answer them as best we can. If you have any more questions, let us know. We will try and answer them for you in the coming weeks. So, the first question, will the tunnels, as in the rifle range tunnels, or some of them use chronographs?
Yes, they will. There will be chronographs readily available on the range for all members to use. We're going to have probably multiple different makes of chronographs because some people prefer certain chronographs over other chronographs. I personally like the Garmin one. So yeah, they're going to be there and they're going to be available.
Next question is, a friend of mine asked me this: would someone be able to register on their ticket a higher calibre to use at your range than what their current permissions allow?
Yeah, basically, if you are a member of Eaton Hall Shooting Club, you will be eligible at the moment to apply for up to 375, which is what we're passed for. Hopefully we'll have the tunnel passed off for bigger calibre, and probably the range will also get passed off for a bigger calibre as well. But certainly for now, 375 is the biggest calibre that we can use.
Yeah.
And that, once you're a member, you can apply
Yeah, I think it helps, doesn't it, with us being a Home Office approved club. You're a member of that, so it should be a lot easier for you to get better permissions. Cool. If you are having paper targets initially, how will they be changed by the shooter?
They won't, so no shooters are allowed downrange. We're using a camera system on the targets. There's a screen above your firing position, and you'll have a blank target on the bench, so you can basically transfer the data from the target onto the blank target, and you can write your ballistic data, speed, what gram bullet, etc., all the bits and bobs.
Yeah.
So you can basically use it for ballistic development. If you do definitely need the piece of paper, then one of our range officers will go down range, close the range to everybody, close all windows, and then they will go and retrieve the piece of paper for you. We're also looking at putting in some electronic target scoring systems, probably on 2 200-metre ranges, 2 100-metre ranges, and the 300-metre tunnel. But we're just waiting for costs and so on to come back. And really, we want to see how the range is used and if we actually need it or if we don't need it or if everybody's happy with the system we've put in so far.
Next one, it isn't a question, but it's a comment I think we should address. So, Dead Flowers for Dinner is his caption name. And he's put, no mention of cost to the members, but judging by the setup and the helicopters, it's only for the wealthy.
Absolutely not. If anybody's been to Eaton Hall, they'll understand and they know that it's not for the wealthy at all. Yes, we have helicopters, but yes, we also have people, come on a bike. It doesn't make any difference. Everybody's treated the same. Cost-wise, we haven't changed a single cost to anybody since we took over the ground on the 6th of January, and we're not going to change the cost. The rifle range, I know, is a new thing at Eaton Hall, and it will be priced fairly, bearing in mind that we've done our research with other rifle clubs and so on, and we're giving away a lot more for the membership.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it in line with other club memberships, but actually try and give the shooter more for his money.
Yeah.
The fact you've got a state-of-the-art loading room available on the range, you've got a loading shop available on the range, you've got professional loaders on the range who can give advice and tuition. We're going to be running courses. You've got chronographs, which we've already touched on. There's a lot of stuff on the range. It's heated. There's Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
It is.
And I think this comment's not just focused at the rifle range. I think he's having a dig at the whole place. And just so everyone's aware, we are 32p a clay for members, and that was the case when we took over, and it will remain the case. And that makes us 6 to 8, in some cases 10 pence cheaper than other grounds, certainly south of us now. So, and that's not going to change. And if you've been, you will realise and see that the cafe prices, everything that we're trying to do, is more than fair, and it's definitely not for the wealthy. Cool. Next question. Will you be offering training courses for people wanting to get into rifle shooting?
Yes. So we're going to be offering, amongst other things, loading courses, DS courses, deer stalking courses for those who don't know what that means. There's going to be competency courses for firearms. So if you've never fired a firearm before, we're going to do a course that we can run on certain days where you can come as a beginner, and learn about firearms, firearm safety, how to clean your gun, you know, just how to take your bolt out your gun if you don't know. Literally, we are going to do the 101 guide for rifle users, and that's where we want to be different, is we want to spend time and really develop rifle shooters, new rifle shooters from the beginning. So don't feel if you've never fired a rifle before you can't be a member. You have to go through a probation period, where that's where you'll do so much training, and then after that you become a member, and then you can apply for a license.
Yeah, definitely. I've never shot rifles really. Always been a shotgun shooter. Recently got my rifles, and spending time just with them, with Sid, and a couple of trips, your confidence is sky high. So it can be quite daunting for people, and I think that's one thing that we want to address and show that anyone can handle a rifle with ease. So next question: could you please tell me, is it pay by the hour or day?
So we're doing a membership for the year, and then we're going to do a nominal fee for what we think at the moment will be probably a 3-hour session. So and the reason I've picked 3 hours is because I believe that if you're going to do some bullet development on the range, you're going to shoot, you're going to go, you know, on a bench, modify some bullets or make some new bullets, then you're going to come back on, shoot a bit more. So we've sort of said 3 hours, so like a session. If the range isn't in full use, you won't be kicked off the range. So if there's space, you won't be kicked off. But if there is a queue or there's a waiting list, then really we're capping it to 3 hours. And the tunnel itself will be done on an hourly basis, due to the fact that just we know the sheer demand for the tunnel is colossal. It's one of the only 300 metre, if not the only 300 metre range in Europe. I do believe there is another one, possibly in Germany. But ultimately, for bullet development, it's a game changer. An hour's plenty. Like, how many bullets can you fire in an hour? And even if you were to, you know, want to develop some bullets, you can go off, you can develop your bullets, and you can book back on for an hour later in the day or whatever.
Yeah, cool. Would Eaton Hall consider selling powder and bullet heads in small trial quantities?
Yeah, it's something we've actually been discussing internally. We would love to do. Not sure how we're going to do it yet, but we are definitely going to offer small amounts of powder and bullets to basically, so you haven't got to buy a full tub before you find the right powder you want to use. So yes, we're looking at that, and we're also looking at how we can sell bullets in probably 4s or 5s out of boxes. So we basically let you develop, you know, you can try 10 different boxes of bullets or different brands to find the bullet that suits your rifle, and then you can go and purchase the quantity you need. So yeah, 100% is something we're looking at.
Cool. Will the rifle range be for members only?
Not sure how that works from being a Home Office approved club. As far as I'm aware, we can have non-members on the range. However, we are wanting to try and keep it mainly for members. Yeah. Certainly we're going to have times that will be specifically for members only, and we want members to get the use of the range and not be able to use the range. Yeah. So I think we're going to find our feet with the members first, and then see if there's space and so on for non-members. Yeah. Yeah. Which is why, guys, we've put a pop-up link on our homepage, eaton-hall.com, on the website, and we're asking for names, numbers and email addresses to express your interest in becoming a member. That list is already hundreds, so if you are interested, pop your details in there, because we are thinking the membership is going to be filled up fairly sharp. So if you're interested, get your details in ASAP. Right, the next question: how many lanes are on the range and at what distance? So there is 9 at 100, there is 9 at 200, and lane 10, which is in the middle of the two, is 100 and 200. So we're looking at putting some steel targets, steel dongs, maybe a stag, some other stuff for the steel target side of things. You can shoot both lanes 200 and 100 from lane 10. And then we've got a 300 metre tunnel with one firing position, which you can shoot prone, sitting or standing. And you've got targets at 100, 200 and 300 metres in the tunnel. Obviously, we've mentioned that there's going to be a shop down there. What sort of stuff are we going to be selling? So in the shop, it's going to be a little bit more technical, tactical for hardened rifle shooters. So it's going to be a bit more stalking gear. It's going to have all your loading equipment, loading gear, powders, bullets, primers, etc. There's going to be rifle cases, pellet cases, hard cases. Yeah, like I say, a little bit more of a hardened technical shop. Lots of different stuff, bespoke stuff, some specialist target shooting stuff. So bags, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be quite a comprehensive rifle shop dedicated to rifle shooting.
There you are. That's the questions done for this week. If you've got any more, let us know for next week. But it's happening. It's going to be with us very, very soon. And like I say, please express your interest, eaton-hall.com.
Hello everyone. As you may be aware, the CPSA Award nominations are now open. If you feel that myself and the team here at Eaton Hall deserve the recognition of Shooting Ground of the Year, we'd be really grateful for your vote. You can vote for us by clicking the link below, and like I say, we'd be really grateful. It would mean the world to myself and the team here at Eaton Hall. That's the end of week 41 of the vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There'll be a lot more information coming on the rifle range next week, so we'll look forward to seeing you then.